Sorry, I will find a picture of me sometime, Sophie.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Nice
Georgie.
to see you all.
Hi.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Sarah. I can see everybody joining. I don't know about anyone else, but this is stressful because Lucy is literally probably about 5 minutes till she's finished and we've got this workshop.
I was just thinking, why is she not here?
How rude of her. How rude.
Yeah.
And she's just ascending a 1 in 3 hill by the looks of the map.
I think she's
following.
I think she's so nearly there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, she's it's literally, she's probably halfway through the last mile. Yeah, incredible.
I reckon about a minute. No, sorry, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There's live pictures on the stream.
I know. I'm
Is there?
looking. Yeah. Should we start with me sharing? I'll share it.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's too stressful to we're too close to the finish. I literally can't stop following it.
How can you cry over a dot?
I know. Come on, Lucy. Right, let me share my screen. Come on then. Does everybody know what we're on about?
Yeah.
It might be more
No.
exciting than the meeting itself, so we might as well watch the dog.
Chris, someone else said no. Lucy, who is our 5K Away amazing co-founder, is doing this crazy race called the Spine, which is the whole of the Pennine Way. She started on Sunday. It's 268 miles, ridiculous amount of elevation, and
no sleep.
And blizzards.
Yes. Lizzie and I went to watch. We saw her in after the blizzards the other day. So crazy lady.
Wow. It's cold enough just walking down the street.
I know. Right, let me show you the right tab.
Sorry about that, Gillian. Your laptop was playing up earlier and then mine's just done the same. Just completely froze on me, but I'm back now.
Georgie, if you press on that one at the bottom, you can get the video of the finish.
Can you all see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just I don't know why it's not going big though. Can you
just click on it? You just click on it and it goes.
Stretch it.
I've
double click. I've got it in the corner of my screen.
Stretch the corners.
Ta-da!
Yeah, there we are.
Wow.
Right. Well, we'll just sit and watch this. If
Let's do that.
we can say hello, but it's a bit too stressful to not. I hope that's okay with everybody. We could definitely talk while this is on.
So exciting.
Her mum's been texting me all day, bless her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So earlier her dot wasn't moving and was in the wrong place. So we were all having a bit of a stress, but now she's literally so nearly there. So we've got to watch her cross the finish.
Just about a mile or so to go, I think.
Yeah, it's less than that, I think.
Less. Yeah. I think
She will be so thrilled to know that we're all watching.
Yeah.
The meeting.
We'll say hello, but I think we'll pause.
I'm going to record it on my phone so she can see that we're watching.
Love this. So also the bit, obviously the whole thing is incredible what she's doing. Ridiculous and incredible, but also in case anyone didn't know, we're actually over 16,384 pounds for move. How amazing is that?
Wow.
Yeah, brilliant.
We have a huge clap for that. That is amazing. I know. All going to Move charity, so Move Against Cancer charity we're now called. So how fantastic is that?
Yeah, amazing.
I think she set it to 5,000 to begin with, so she's 611% over the target. Crazy.
Doesn't do anything by halves, does she?
No, definitely not. Oh, she's literally. I don't know if I can go back to the tracker now.
I'm gonna have it on my phone as well.
Yeah, get the tracker on your phone and
we'll watch this on the screen. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought, are these miles on the tracker? Because it says 251,
251, I think, isn't it?
251.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
almost up to the 251.
Oh,
and
she's
then
literally so nearly there.
200
On mine,
yards.
it's past 251.
No, mine
Right.
she's refresh it. She's refresh
Is
it.
she
She's
past
past
it?
Yeah,
She's past 251. Yeah.
Oh,
so
right.
she's-
Well, mine hasn't. So
she's halfway to the little elbow in the road where the telephone box
Oh, yeah,
is.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I love it when you refresh it and it bounces up and down.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
how do you
yeah.
refresh it? I've been doing that. Oh,
I don't
Yeah,
know, just press on her and then come back again.
Try press refresh at the top, Alison, and
Or just
Sorry,
press her
Tom, that's not
number.
good,
You're
but
like a
we're-
help desk. You're like a help desk, Georgie.
Yeah.
We're not going to get anything done tonight, are we?
No, I
oh
read
yes.
it with
Oh yes.
you. Got it.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
She's literally gonna come around this corner. Is that her light? Oh, it
Oh,
might
photo-
be.
Photographers are there.
Yeah, here
Something.
she comes.
Is that her light?
Can you put the audio on, Georgie, of the
I
video?
couldn't
My
make
gosh,
the
this
audio
is
work.
amazing.
Sorry, then we'll be actually able to hear the video when she comes in. Sorry about
No,
pre-planning.
I don't know if it.
I
I
couldn't
don't.
make it work on mine.
There you go. It's on, but I don't know if it works.
You need to put it so like it does the. Have you when you screen share? Did you make it do audio? You had to tick a box. Sorry.
But when I was on that
Uh,
on the tracker, I couldn't get any sound on that either on the video.
No.
Yes, that's her.
The dog
Really?
just jumped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Lizzie. I'm not gonna go off it in case we miss her.
Yeah, don't miss it.
There might be no
Oh.
und. Sorry, everyone. When I was watching it earlier, I watched someone else cross the finish and I couldn't
No.
hear any
Lost
sound,
lights.
so-
Oh no,
On the
Yes, she's
tracker,
so
she
close now. So
Oh my
close.
God, come on,
there is
Lucy.
something.
She's-
Yay!
Joe,
my
do you want to
God.
see her coming in?
This is
I'm gonna
amazing.
film
Oh my
us all.
God.
Oh,
200
This is so exciting. I've had to
I
pull
feel
over.
nervous. I feel nervous.
She's coming
I'm
down the road.
crying.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
she
fantastic.
is.
Oh, you
So
can.
we've got her on here.
Yes.
Lucy, go, Lucy, go!
is she
She's
running?
Oh,
Oh, here she comes.
oh my gosh, how amazing.
Oh my God.
She's done it.
Oh,
Oh, it's sending shivers down my spine.
he's done it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
Fair
that's
play.
amazing.
Lucy's done it now.
Yes, Lucy!
I can't believe that.
amazing.
It's incredible.
Oh, I've
Woohoo!
got goosebumpy.
Right, I'm gonna share that video because I'll share it on our 5K away and our move social media, and then because I think you know
jeez.
she might get up to 20,000. Wow! Big clap,
Goodness
everyone! Big
Amazing.
clap.
Oh, that's,
Done it.
that's just incredible.
Now we can
I've got a
start.
photo, Georgie. I've got a photo of the computer.
Yay!
Hey,
Right, well
my
done,
eyes are
everyone.
streaming.
Iron Man, Georgie, and I watched you cross the finish line, and I was literally sobbing my heart out because you were
She's live, Georgie, on the Facebook page.
going
Is
Georgie
it?
is live on the
It
Facebook
really
page.
is.
Amazing, amazing,
Oh.
amazing. Oh my god. Oh wow.
Oh, George, you can't follow that. We might as well just
Georgie.
let you know.
No.
No, that
Lots
was
of me together.
so nice. That was so nice. We all did it together. I'm so getting emotional. Oh, I don't even know if we can do this. Should we just all like?
I think we should all just go for a drink, a celebratory
Yes,
drink.
it is.
And by the way, Andrew, her partner, is also doing very, very, very well.
He's doing well,
yeah.
yeah.
So shout out to Andrew. Bless him.
She's live on Facebook, Georgie, talking.
Oh, I can't hear it. Do you want me to share it?
Lovely.
Sorry, Lizzie, I can't share it.
I think Lizzie's on mute.
She's still
Lizzie's-
talking
ob-
anyway.
She's obviously listening to it. Okay, well, everyone, we're gonna have to go back and listen to that after because we have to listen to the interview. Oh.
They were like, you've got to get out of this checkpoint. I'm like, I just need to sleep. I just need to sleep. Get out and go to church. Still never been asked.
Your first one.
Still never been asked.
Lucy, if it was easy, everybody could do it. The dogs. You did.
It's kind of cutting in and out for me, Lizzie. Is it for everyone else? Can you
I
hear it?
can't hear it at all,
Yeah,
really.
sorry. But thanks for trying, Lizzie. I reckon let's do this and then everyone can go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't organized enough to have the finish line and the Facebook. So
That was pretty good timing, actually.
how good? I know.
Yeah, amazing.
Such good timing. Such good timing. Right. Sorry. Let's go with this because I'm sure everyone is going to want their evenings. But thanks so much all for participating in Lucy's amazing achievement. And yeah, let's all share this as much as possible. I reckon hopefully we can try and get over 20,000 would be get up to 20,000 would be incredible. So we'll definitely share it. Just gonna text her mum. Bless her. Right. Thank you for joining our area regional ambassador workshop. And I think we won't take ages, so hopefully this should be a short-ish. Will definitely be done by 7, but the presentation part will be really quick, and then we're kind of gonna hopefully have a bit of time hand over to you all for questions and things like that. So we'll just run through. Hopefully you all know who everybody is, but really quickly we'll introduce kind of the staff, I guess, and then go through and introduce all of you as well. So yeah, I'm Georgie. I think I definitely know all of you by now. And I'm the 5K UA operational lead, but I mainly try and look after all of the England groups. Vicky, do you want to go introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Vicky. I'm a new CEO that's been with us now for about 4 months. Really pleased to meet you all. I know some of you on here already, but for those that I don't, really nice to meet you and look forward to working with you all.
Thanks, Vicky. Gillian?
Yep, I do know some of you. Some of you I've met and spoken to before, but for those of you that I haven't, I'm the 5K UA operational officer, and I look after groups in Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland.
Awesome. And then Joe, maybe some of you have been in contact with Joe. He's actually over in Australia at the moment, so he's asleep. I think, if I've got my timings right. Yes, he's asleep. But he's just been kind of helping us. Oh, I should have got rid of that. He was on board for the last 2 months. He's just been helping us with lots of background, awesome admin tasks. So he's been super helpful. And Sophie?
Hello, I'm not on mute, am I? No. My name's Sophie. I also know some of you, but I've had mainly email contact with you all. So it's so nice for me to be able to put names to faces, and obviously for you to probably do the same. So I look after the fundraising side of things for Move Against Cancer as a whole. So I look after the fundraising for all sides of our programme, so, and that includes 5K Your Way. So I'm going to be, so when Georgie leaves, which is very, very sad, and I can't fill those shoes, but I'm going to sort of come on board and help with sort of the operational side of things a bit more. And I really look forward to that, look forward to working with you all more closely, and yeah, supporting in whichever way I can. So it's lovely to meet you all.
Fab. Thanks, everybody. And then I'll just quickly go through the outline of the workshop, and then we'll go round all of everyone else as well. So we're going to talk through the volunteer model, which is all of you fabulous volunteers, focus on the regional ambassadors and the area ambassadors. The spreadsheets part is just kind of the part that has got all of the contact details that you all need to contact all of your groups, your 5K UA emails, a bit of the role profiles and ideas for your task list of things that you can support, we can support you with, and then hopefully overall a bit of a discussion and some questions and some feedback. First thing I'm going to say is we have had regional ambassadors. We did call them regional champions, so I know some of you have been on board for a long time, some of you before I started, going on 4 years ago. But it's new for us to have area and regional ambassadors together. So really, really cool to have you all kind of coming on board. So big thank you, and also very happy for us to learn from all from anyone's ideas and suggestions, because yeah, it is new for us. So this is our organization chart, and some of you that were on the last call, I've hopefully now finally not missed any regions out this time and included everybody. I've just kind of listed them there instead. So this is kind of hopefully explaining everything. So from Vicky at the top was overall for Move, and then for 5KUA, Gemma and Lucia still are 5KUA co-founders, and then me at the moment, and then Gillian and Joe, and then these yellow ones we're trying to fill as volunteers, because we learned kind of a lot from meeting with Parkrun, and this is kind of their way of organizing their volunteers. So we kind of learned a lot from them. So at the moment we've got a social media volunteer, and we've now just got a promotion and publicity volunteer on board, which is very exciting. So if any of you know anyone, or any of you would be interested in fundraising or admin or social media or promotion publicity, very welcome to have more than one of each. Please do get in touch at some point or shout any questions on any of those. And then we've got our lovely regional ambassadors, and then our lovely area ambassadors, and then all of the group ones, which are all kind of there in green. So thought it would be useful if we shout hi for any regional ambassadors to start with, and maybe just a one sentence on why you wanted to be a regional ambassador, / what you would like to get out of it would be great. Just a quick one sentence thing. Don't want to put anyone on the spot, but anyone on that list want to go first? Regional ambassadors first.
I don't mind going first.
Thanks.
So,
go for it.
Hi, I'm Jo McNamara. I'm a therapeutic radiographer and Yorkshire Regional Lead, and I absolutely am passionate about 5K Your Way. I had cancer myself, and I was introduced to it as part of kind of my rehabilitation, and absolutely recognise the benefit, and my passion is prehabilitation and rehabilitation, so it links really well with my job. That's me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jo. Fantastic. Next.
I'm Jenny Wilson. I'm a GP in Bedford. I'm East of England ambassador. I had cancer 15 years ago, and been heavily involved with Parkrun since. But also as a GP, I've set up my practice as Parkrun practice, and just really encouraging just that movement is good for all things, but clearly the cancer element because of the personal element.
Thanks, Jenny.
I'll go.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Sarah.
So I'm Sarah. I'm the West Midlands regional ambassador. I was diagnosed with breast cancer 4.5 years ago, and basically I do think Parkrun probably saved me during that time. So I helped get the Shrewsbury group going, and I'm absolutely passionate about it, and I love helping to spread the word, and I'm excited to hopefully perhaps get a couple of new groups going in the West Midlands region as well.
Thanks, Sarah. Fantastic. Who's next?
Shall I go?
Yep, Sophie.
So Sophie, I'm currently southeast, although I have just moved to Wales, so might need to come and have a chat with you, Chris. Yeah, so I started the Alice Holt in Surrey 5K Your Way probably about 4 years ago. Just love Parkrun. I just think it's absolutely amazing. I also am a Can Rehab exercise instructor, and I'm one of the freelance instructors on the Move program, so I have involvement there as well. That's me.
Thanks, Sophie. Carolina?
I'll jump in,
or Chris?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
Karen Eagle, Southwest reasonably shiny new regional ambassador. I think signed on just for Christmas. Had experiences with mouse cancer for about 16 years now, still being treated. Was a sort of keen parkrun volunteer, and then started running during lockdown. This came just after a surgery about 18 months ago, and was just perfect timing. Really believe in that sort of social and as well as move part of recovery of anything, and find it a really great group and a great initiative.
Amazing. Thanks, Karen. Chris, do you want to go next?
Yeah, unusually quiet for me. I'm Chris Davis, Wales as of about October, and I'm coming from this from a slightly different angle. So I'm also the regional ambassador for Wales for Parkrun. So I coordinate our ambassador team across Wales. We've got 18 ambassadors looking after 74 events now. But basically, I was part of the intake of ambassadors when it started 10 years ago. And like over the years, I've just seen so many examples of how parkrun can help, particularly cancer sufferers, but it's a whole range of conditions. And so for me, I put a health and well-being plan together for Chrissy Wellington to approve, and she did, for Wales, and this really forms a cornerstone of it. So it just made sense that I combine the two roles. So yeah, that's me.
Thanks, Chris. Fantastic. And I think it's just Carolina. Oh, are you on mute? Maybe. I saw you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you go. I can.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm Caroline. I'm one of the ambassadors in the Northeast. I'm an oncology registrar myself, so I work closely with cancer patients on a daily basis. And even though we've relaunched the parkrun, it's been just a year now after it has been a bit more inactive in the Northeast. This is starting to pick up again, and I've had very positive feedback so far from how people feel from the experience, and overall I feel it's a very good not only for cancer patients but for every single every single person out there just to take part of the parkrun. So I still feel a bit new to all this because I only discovered parkrun through this movement actually, and I will be open to get some more advice in terms of perhaps attracting more people into it, because even though I'm directly in touch with patients, I wonder if it comes from me when I promote it, whether they might feel slightly less proactive to take part in it. I don't know, sometimes I feel maybe they don't want to see their doctor when they're coming to exercise. I don't know if that might be a bit of a handicap, so I'm open to suggestions as well.
Thanks, Carolina. Yeah, let's come back to that at the end. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. Thanks for sharing that. Lizzie, I've forgotten about you. I spent too much time with you recently. Go on.
Hi everyone, I'm Lizzie. I was with Lucy and Gemma on the very first 5K away in June 2018, and I'm still ambassador for Forest Rec where it started, and yeah, I've been doing this role for a little while.
Amazing. Thanks, Lizzie. I'm just flicking through the screen. I don't think Tony is here. Are you Tony? No. Cool. Okay, well that's everybody except Tony. So then Tony is the Northwest, and then so at the moment that was everybody, isn't it? I'm too excited about Lucy. I can't. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Current gaps we've got are Ireland, and I know these are big regions to fill, but for now there aren't actually that many groups in these three. So Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. If anybody knows anybody in those areas that would be interested in filling the regional ambassador roles, definitely give us a shout. But yeah, thank you so much for all introducing yourself. That was really lovely to hear who you are and why you wanted to get involved. Excellent. So now to the area ambassadors. Whoever wants to go first for any of you, please. I don't want to pick on people, so come on.
Hello. It was great to hear from everyone. I don't think I've met too many of you on the call, but my name's Ellie. I'm based in Loughborough, so I'm the Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire area ambassador. Just looking forward to get more people involved and spread the word about 5K your way, really.
Amazing. Thanks, Ellie. Fantastic. Next.
I'll go.
Go.
I'm Alison Kent from East Yorkshire. We're a newbie in many ways at Beverly Westwood. Yeah, like everybody else, passionate about it. And I'm pleased to say that recently I've managed to get the Deputy Chief Operating Officer for our local cancer centre, who comes now to Parkrun. I hassled her on Twitter. I used to work with her, so I was able to do that. But like everybody else, it's how to get, well, for me, our oncologist to talk about it, and the nurses, because I'm struggling to attract other patients. I joked with my own oncologist and he nearly fell on the floor when I said about him joining me. But, you know, so yeah, it's how do we encourage more people to come along.
Bro, thanks, Alison. Yeah, well, let's come back to that at the end, definitely. Next.
Hi, guys. Oh, we're all too
A
keen.
few of you.
Sorry. Could I jump in? Rian
Yes, go.
Fuge. Rian Fuge, I've just agreed to be area ambassador for South West Wales. I'm a hematologist, so treat a lot of young people with blood cancers whom exercise is very important to in keeping fit throughout treatment and then recovering. And I living in a sort of quite wide geographical area with remote small hospitals. I'm very keen to strengthen the links between our cancer centres and get everyone sort of working together.
Fantastic. Thanks, Rianne. Who is next? I think, Lauren, you were going?
Yeah.
Sure.
So Lauren, I've come on board as the area ambassador for Cheshire. I do know a couple of you already. But yeah, I got involved 2 years ago. My dad was diagnosed with cancer, and I just love being a part of the 5K Your Way group. So anything that I can do to kind of spread the word. We've been around the country, been around Europe a little bit as well with our 5K Your Way t-shirts and stuff. So yeah, just continuing to move against cancer wherever and whenever we can.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. Who else was trying to go?
I'll step in.
Go for it.
Hi, it's Matthew Wing. I'm Surrey, on the edge of London. So 5 years into bowel cancer, got a stoma. I make noise at the Marsden, and luckily we've got them listening, and they're quite a progressive unit at the Marsden, and we've had a very good week talking about physical activity with their launch of their strategy, and more will come of it. So yeah, I love what we do and want to do more.
Thank you, Matthew. Fantastic. Next.
Yeah, I can go. Hi,
Yeah,
it's Greg from Swindon. I'm the Wiltshire area ambassador. I'm an avid park runner and have been for nearly 10 years now, and became involved with 5K Your Way after seeing him at the running show. And my wife and now my mother-in-law both had cancer. So yeah, I'm passionate about parkrun very much so, and also passionate about getting 5K Your Way and just people moving and people exercising.
Thanks, Greg. Bro, next.
Shall I go?
Hi, Tony.
I finally got here.
All good.
I was actually watching Lucy finish live.
We all had it on screen record, so we were watching here as well.
What an amazing achievement. She is.
I know.
One incredible woman. So I think most people know me. I'm Tony. I'm the Northwest I'm regional ambassador as well as the Wilmslow ambassador, and I've been involved with 5K Your Way now for it'd be 5 years next month when we launched Wilmslow. And I'm also a trustee of the Charity of the Move charity, and very proud to be involved, and very happy to support everybody along the way.
Thanks, Tony. Fantastic. Who haven't we had?
You've not had me yet.
Go for it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dan. I am area ambassador for Lincolnshire. I got involved because my oncologist happens to be Lucy. When just before I was introduced to Lucy, my clinical nurse specialist knew I was training for a couple of events and said that I know an oncologist who's quite good at PE that I'd like to introduce you to, and that's how I got referred over to Lucy. So well done. So yeah,
And you do it very well, Dan. Anyone else that we haven't had? Trying to flick through my screen. Abby.
Hi.
Go for it.
Okay, thanks. I'm Abby. I'm a volunteer, an ambassador, for North Wales. And I do Novoprestatyn helps set that one up. I had cancer myself from 2 years clear. So it's just, I found going to parkrun really beneficial. So I just want to bring that to more people. So,
fantastic. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Abby. I don't think I've met you before. Oh, well, I know we've emailed, but I know you spoke to Gillian.
Not to face. Yeah.
Nice to see your face. Yeah, put a face to the name. Is that everybody that is here? Speak now. If not, amazing. Yeah, I literally was just reading Lizzie's message. It is so true. These calls just reiterate all of the amazing volunteers that we have. And, you know, these are all, not everyone could make the call, but this is and there's a lot of you that have come, so that's fantastic. But yeah, all of our regional and area ambassadors you are all here to support all of our group ambassadors, of which we're on, I think, 440 or something now. So knocking on the door of 500 soon. So honestly, fantastic to see you all. And I think this is going to be sad for me because this is going to be probably one of the last calls before I leave. So yeah, I hope you all know how much we value you all, and how much, you know, having this volunteer kind of structure in place will enable us to grow and support all of the groups, and most of all support all the people that come along to our groups even more so. So first of all, big huge thank you, and very well said, Lizzie. We'll come back to the group WhatsApp. Love that idea. Excellent. But I'll try and just whiz through my slides quickly. I clicked too fast. Right, these are all of the gaps for the area ambassadors. There's quite a lot. I tried to like group it into kind of counties / areas that would fit, that would almost have 2 to kind of 4 groups each for the area ambassadors. So regional ambassadors, have a look at this list, and I'll send around this presentation. But as you kind of talk to people in your regions, see these gaps and see where the people are group ambassadors in your regions that might be interested in supporting kind of 3 or 4 groups each as an area ambassador, that would be amazing. Some of them are more, some of them are less, just depending on kind of where our groups are and how big the regions are, etc. So I'll send these around after, but yeah, just so you know, those are the gaps that we've got at the moment, which there are quite a few for area ambassadors. So we're just beginning to get you all on board, which is brilliant. This slide is just quickly about the spreadsheets. So regional ambassadors, I've shared these with you, and it's basically a spreadsheet that has all of the groups ambassadors' contact details in your region. In the process of doing these for area ambassadors, so that you can have all of the group's ambassadors' details, and then you can easily contact them. They can easily contact you if they need support, if you would like to contact them and just check in on how they're doing. So in the process of them for area ambassadors, regional ambassadors, hopefully you should all have yours, but give me a shout if not. They also include the prospective new groups coming in your region or / area, which hopefully will be useful, for then you can kind of help HQ plan the new groups coming, and you know, you'll know your areas and your regions better than us, so it'd be amazing to have your help with some new groups as well coming up. So hopefully that makes sense. It's just like an easy spreadsheet with everyone's details on. We've done most of the regional ambassadors' email addresses, so it's almost just going to be the area ambassadors we just need to finish off. It'll be like you know, greg.wells@5kua.org, and that'll be your email address to use in your area ambassador role. So when you're contacting your groups, you can then use that email. And please let us know if you have any problems accessing it. We just need to finish setting those last few ones up. And then you can use that to contact and support your groups, and we'll share that in other places with other people as well in your regions, in your areas. So please definitely use those if that's okay. We can help you get on them. Oh, is someone said, oh no, I think someone's got something on in the background. Oh, maybe if you don't mind muting that background, whoever's got that going on, don't worry. I can't tell who it is, otherwise I would mute them.
Sarah Mulwiney, causing trouble, I think.
Sarah.
Sorry.
How rude of you.
Sorry, the trouble is I'm using my husband's tablet that's it's linked to his hearing aid. He's got these fancy hearing aids. So
oh, bless.
He's probably been listening to the whole Zoom meeting.
He's probably like, can they just be quiet, please?
Sorry.
No, you're all
good.
good.
I'm not very techie.
You're totally fine, Sarah. No worries at all. Just all good. Yeah, so hopefully that should be kind of helpful to have your emails, but we can talk to you about that like individually if we need any help with kind of setting them up or anything like that. This is just us all kicking off. Gillian, over to you.
Yeah, so the role profiles and task lists, you should have all received a role profile. In fact, that's why you all volunteered to take on said roles. So I don't need to go through that. Most of you, or all of you, hopefully we've sent the task list to. I'm not going to run down the whole task list, but just to give you a bit of an idea of the kind of tasks that we're looking at. It's not totally prescriptive because it'll be different for each individual and each group. But the regional ambassadors, first of all, regional ambassador is very much a link between us at 5K Your Way HQ and the area ambassadors that come into your group. So regional ambassadors, we at HQ will be liaising with you with things like identifying new groups in your area. You're local to that part of the country, we're not. So, we would take your advice on that and liaise with you on that. Get feedback from you about anything positive that's going on in your area, or indeed any issues that have arisen. Those are the kind of things that you might be liaising with us about. And then regional ambassadors obviously will be liaising with their area ambassadors in their group. And again, the kind of tasks might be helping them to find new volunteers if they're a bit thin on the ground, assisting with ideas for applying for grants or fundraising, that sort of thing, ideas on how to boost numbers, that kind of thing. So very much that link between us and the area ambassadors. And then the area ambassadors, very much providing a link between the regional ambassador and the 5K Your Way groups that you will look after, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever in your area. So again, liaising with regional ambassadors, so that might be, feedback on how groups are going, positive or negative, asking your regional ambassador for advice on things like, fundraising or how to better promote groups, that sort of thing. And then liaising with your individual 5K Your Way groups. Again, depending on what stage they're at, if it's a new group, then they might need help with promotion, they might need help with say providing links to Parkrun. Maybe they don't have much of a connection with Parkrun, that sort of thing. Giving them ideas on how it all works on the day. If it's brand new, you guys have all been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. If it's completely new to them, they would welcome ideas on just what it's like leading up to launching a group, and what it's like on day one kind of thing. That sort of thing. Don't underestimate your experience, because it'll all be very helpful on the ground to the groups in your area. And then, of course, supporting existing groups. We all know numbers come and go in terms of volunteers and ambassadors and in terms of participants. So maybe a group is needing to boost their numbers. Maybe they're needing more volunteers. Maybe they're needing ideas on how to do their social media. Whatever it is, you're very much on the ground. You know the people, you know the local areas way better than we do at HQ. And it's very much using your own local knowledge and contacts to help the people on the ground that may have, maybe struggling with whatever issue on a day-to-day basis. Lots more information. We did create task lists. which I think you should have had, but if not, we can send them out again. And I say it's not exhaustive, but it gives you an idea of the kind of thing that we're looking for both of those roles.
Bro, thanks very much, Gillian. Yeah, we'll send this presentation around as well, because where you click here, you can then access this. Really quick, and then we'll hand over to you all. So the Ambassador Google Drive and the Ambassador area. So we have got the Ambassador area on the website, on the current website still. But if you don't know, we're getting a new Move Against Cancer website. So, but at the moment, you can still access that Ambassador area on the current 5K Away website, and you can just log in with those details, or you can log in with the details we'll have kind of set you at the beginning. Whenever you came on board, and then the Ambassador Google Drive will give you all access to this via your 5K Away email account that we have created or will create for the area ambassadors, and that's where you can access the things like the spreadsheet that I was talking about with all of the contact details, and you'll be able to access other kind of useful things, like download photos before each group meetup, you know, the ones with this Saturday is 5K Away, you know, the ones that I've shared with all group ambassadors as well. So we're just gonna finish creating all of those 5K Away email accounts, and then we'll add everybody to that and share it with everyone, and we can add things like this presentation to it, and everything like that. But for now, just to be a bit confusing, everything is kind of on both, because we're migrating to the new website. Hope that kind of makes sense. This is just a quick slide for when you might need it, when you're kind of clicking through this another time. That first document is just pretty helpful, because it kind of outlines any support that we can help with. So if you're talking to any of your groups and they ask for flyers, or they ask for, you know, a new ambassador, or an ambassador leaving, or something, they want something there, something changing on the website, like their meeting point or things like that, anything like that we can still help with. So, you know, you're definitely more there as a holistic kind of ideas, or like things within your regions or your areas kind of approach, but almost all the kind of admin bits, flyer kind of related, or anything that they need from like a stock presentation or anything like that, or something they're struggling with to access their emails, like we're still here to help with all of those admin bits. And that document kind of maybe goes through some of those, but just so you know, they're all kind of there. That's another link to the same ambassador area. And then from a national point of view, we're also trying to do other things to promote 5K Away groups as a whole by linking with other organizations. So it just explains that there. I pressed something. Sorry, there we go. Can you all still see it? Oh dear, it's not liking me. Oh, it's because I'm trying to open the document. Yeah, give me some nods if you can all still see where it says help from HQ.
See it, yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, right, let's try and get to the next slide this time. Come on. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Well, I think the next slide basically just says, thank you very much for listening, and do you have any questions? So it obviously doesn't like me anymore. So that's pretty much a summary of everything we wanted to go through. And I know we've kind of now got 20 minutes because we had an all fab time watching Lucy. So over to anyone else. Let's go through those things we had on the list to start with. I'll stop sharing because it's obviously not enjoying me. So we'll come back to Carolina's idea, but the other thing that I think was a really easy thing to discuss is, I think it was Joe's idea, the WhatsApp group. Yeah. What does everybody think about that? Would it be good for you all to create that and have a regional one and an area one maybe, or do you think it would be better to have together? Maybe a regional and an area, because as we grow,
you have to, I think.
Yeah,
because we have slightly different roles, so logical to have two.
Yeah.
Although it'd be good, I mean, to mix. I know I'm, you know, an area, not a regional, but for me, I'd like to link in with Joe from Yorkshire, and I think the issue's the same in some way. I know you're supporting us, but recruiting other people, getting the message out there, I don't know.
Yeah, It's a tricky
It'd
one.
be logical,
Maybe
wouldn't it, for
Go on,
the
Jenny.
area, for the I get muddled up with areas and regions, for the regional one to have WhatsApp group that includes all their area people.
Yes.
You've
Yes.
got that.
Yeah. But then you
pyramid
might want to
there.
have all the regional ambassadors having a WhatsApp group, like across the UK.
Yeah.
All the regionals, because they're all doing the same sort of job. Perhaps it would be a number of you, but that might be useful. And then you might have a WhatsApp group just with area ambassadors within a group, 4 or 5 of you.
I think that could get far too confusing.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, my view is that we should have them for the regional ambassadors. So there should be one for all the regional ambassadors, and the regional ambassadors should set one up for the area ambassadors in their area, and then the area ambassadors can do what they like as far as communications with the venues that they're responsible for.
Yeah, the way Parkrun do it is through Slack. Chris will know all about this. Which is kind of another method. We use it as a Move charity, but it just is just another thing. Or we actually currently have got a regional ambassador Facebook group, but obviously that was kind of from a while back. But it is, you know, up to you all how might be best for it. This is new for us as well, so interesting, all of your different ideas. I think
I'm happy to be on a regional ambassadors group, definitely on WhatsApp, definitely.
Yeah.
I find WhatsApp groups easy to, you know, deal with. So yeah.
Thanks,
As
Sarah.
a run director, it
Yep.
works well as well. So our core group is in a WhatsApp group, but our regional or area or whatever person above us is also within that core
it.
group.
Nice.
If you say, which I think is the same thing Tony's sort
Talking
of
about.
suggesting.
Lauren, I see your hand up.
Yeah, all I was going to say is because I've already met with one of my groups in Cheshire, and we've got a WhatsApp group. So I've got them in Northwich, I've got my own Macclesfield, and then obviously set one up with Wimslow as well. But I'm happy to do the other ones if the other ambassadors from across the UK, or just the north, or just the south, or whatever want to all go in. I'm kind of easy. But I think it's a good idea to share ideas as well.
Yeah.
Across everybody, yeah.
Why don't we
Yeah,
start off really,
told you I would definitely
sorry, Chris. I was
Yeah,
going
I
to
was
say,
gonna
why
say,
don't
I've-
we start off very simple? Just start a regional one, start an areas one, and then go from there. I know when, like a few years ago, when I first started looking after the South, I asked all the local groups in that area if they wanted a WhatsApp group, and they just didn't want it. So, you know, it might be that it works for one area and not for another. So one size doesn't fit all, kind of thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Sophie. Go on, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, no problem. Definitely support regional to regional, because that really would help us. In Wales, we're fairly small at the moment. We've got 7 groups, expanding to 10 quite soon. We're all in the leaders, let's say, points of contact are all in a WhatsApp group. And as long as we're keeping that small, then it becomes manageable. As soon as the WhatsApp groups grow, then a lot of chatter means that eventually they destroy themselves. So my advice would be, don't allow them to get too big. It'll just get unstructured. But that's just my experience anyway.
No, good advice. Yeah, thanks for all your opinions on that. I think good idea, everybody. And Sophie, like, your summary is nice, where I reckon regional one to support you all as regionals. And if I go back to my my presentation, I think there was like 10 regional ones. The area ones would be bigger, so maybe it'd be different. You know, to start with, that would work, but then as we grow, like you say, Chris. So yeah, if anyone's not happy to be in it, you definitely don't have to be. If anybody would like to volunteer to create one for all of the regionals, and another person create one for all of the areas, because, you know, we don't need to be in that as part of HQ. That's for all of you to support one another, and then you come to us kind of through emails. But you don't have, if anyone would like to go for it now. Lizzie, thanks. Lizzie will do regional area. you don't have to all shout at once, or you can message later. Okay, well, let Lizzie do regional. So if everyone is okay to email Lizzie, all of the regional ambassadors, email Lizzie your numbers, and she can set that one up. And then if we don't get anyone to do area, we'll maybe someone
I
will
can pick
email.
up areas if you
Oh,
know.
Ellie or Alison, one of you is just offered. I think
I'm happy to do it.
Thanks, Ellie. Amazing. Love that. Go for it. Alison, you can be second in command.
That's all right. Don't worry, Ellie. Thank you. I'll support you, girl.
Oh yeah, good idea, Lizzie. If you set it up and send a link, then you can add yourself. So yeah, Ellie, you can do that as well. You know where you can set up a WhatsApp link and send. She's nodding. Yeah, Brill. That's a really fab idea. I think that'll start connecting you really well, and then you can use those to support one another, and then you can work out your own within your area for your groups if that works. Brill, go. I know we've only got 10 minutes. I just want to go back to Carolina's kind of thoughts at the beginning. Did anyone else have any thoughts on kind of healthcare professionals and being a volunteer, being a regional area group volunteer that they wanted to share?
I think, yeah, it's a complex thing, isn't it? Some groups, from my observation, seem to be lots of patients and very little, and struggling to get their healthcare professionals involved. But one of my groups is just about all healthcare professionals and struggling to get patients. And I just remember Lucy saying how hard it can be sometimes when, I mean, I'm nothing like the level of athlete she is, clearly. Not many people are, she's proved today, but actually for her to say you should do more exercise because she is so good, that's just an unachievable sort of aim for the average patient, where, yeah, it's tough, isn't it, to involve and get everybody involved and get that balance between professionals and patients.
Yeah, thanks, Jenny. It's interesting, through my kind of experience of connecting with ambassadors and with groups, it's a big range. Carolina, maybe, yeah, to kind of give you a bigger picture, some groups are literally all of them are healthcare professionals, like, and there's 20 of them. And some of them, you know, it's really hard to get healthcare professionals involved, or some of them, all of the people that come along are healthcare professionals, and some of them there's none. So it is very varied. I think, leading off from what you said, Jenny, it is actually just keen people. It's whoever's keen and whoever's interested, and whoever wants to do it will come on board. So I don't know, that probably doesn't really help answer your point, Carolina, but yeah, go on. Who had their hand up first? Tony.
Yeah, it was just to say that we have no cancer healthcare professionals at Wilmslow. Although we do have a healthcare professional in Sarah, who's a Northwest Ambulance paramedic, but she's not, you know, doesn't work in the cancer field. But that hasn't stopped us getting massive support from cancer professionals, because we have managed to build a really good relationship with Greater Manchester Cancer Alliance, through their managing director, who's one of our regular attendees, and their head of communications at Greater Manchester Cancer. So what I would urge everybody to do is to, you know, find out who the key contacts are at your cancer alliances, because that's a really important source of support, and they've been amazing at helping promote 5K Your Way. You know, I've got to speak at the Greater Manchester Cancer Conference. I've had stalls there for 5K Your Way, so I can interact with all the healthcare professionals that come along to the GM Cancer Conference. So I think the cancer alliances are really key. And then the other thing I did with the cancer alliances was I managed to get the opportunity to do a presentation to all the cancer pathway managers. And the cancer pathway managers were really good at getting the information down to the CNSs, who are really at the coalface dealing with patients. So I think that's a really good route. If you can find out who the lead of all the pathway managers is, that would be fantastic, because the pathway managers can then talk to the CNSs who talk to the patients, and I think that's a really good way to go. But if you can get involved with your GM, with your local cancer alliance, like I have with Greater Manchester, it definitely stands you in good stead.
Thanks, Tony. I don't know. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, you see, I had the idea of maybe going it completely the other way around. So I find we've done, a few sessions. I've sent it all through, email trust. That we've done a few sessions locally in our cancer centre where we're standing there, we're seeing patients in and out, in directly on clinics. That's what I do. And I wonder if that is actually what might be a bit off-putting for patients to then, when then they see you in a completely different environment, which it would be, the park run, and they might just feel, slightly different. So I was wondering whether maybe actually promoting the group outside a clinical setting and actually go into a completely different setting to try and grab more like the general population, whether that would be better than just directly targeting the cancer patients in the actual cancer center. I don't know. We're still going to do another session on the 29th in the cancer center around lunchtime, and try and get more attention and like you said, continue to promote it through Maggie's and the staff. But I'm just talking about directly when you do mention these two patients, some of them look really keen, but then you can sense that they might then not want to have that relationship outside the clinic. I don't know. It's difficult.
I think outside the clinics, the best way is through support groups. Just to, as an example, I'm a trustee of Tackle Prostate Cancer. We look after over 100 support groups across the UK. And at their conference coming up, I shall be promoting 5K Your Way very heavily. But I think it's things like that, finding out who the support groups for different cancers, where they are locally, because people will go along to a support group, and the chance to present to a support group is really important as well. And I think it's also worth saying that at head office, we can help people with presentations as well.
Yeah.
Because we've got some fairly standard documents that we can help with.
Thanks, Tony. Sorry, Sophie, I know you've got your hand up. Just really quickly, Carolina, I would just say, don't like what read what Joe said in the channel. I won't read it out, but read what she said in the chat. And Lauren's agreed. I wouldn't give up because it in the cancer center at all, because it just takes you to meet one or two people that are super keen, that want to come along, that are interested, and or one or two people that
Geordie's frozen. I agree. Sophie, I know you've got your hand up, but I also maybe I'm just too laid back about the whole thing, but I think if your 5K Your Way sites in your area are struggling, just support them. It doesn't matter if you have one person there or 10 people there or whatever. And you're once a month and it will roll. If you get a couple of people there and it's word of mouth and it starts to filter through, I would say don't get too uptight about it, too worried about it. I don't know, Sophie, what were you going to say, hon? Because you've had your hand up for ages.
A little bit similar to what you've just said, really. And it sort of, Tony, you must have telepathically sort of like communicated with me, because what you said, I was just going to say like the reverse of. So even if you've got a group of healthcare professionals, the impact that can make on patients, just the fact that they're encouraging a patient to move. The most important words in 5K Your Way is your way. Take the 5K out of it, and you may have inspired a patient just by saying, I'm an ambassador at a 5K Your Way group, come along. They might not want to see you in the setting of a 5K Your Way group, but you might have inspired them to do a 20-minute walk every day on their own or with a family member or something like that. So it's, even if, never number watch for your group, just, it's more about, see 5K Your Way in the bigger picture. What we're trying to do is move against cancer as a whole, with 5K Your Way underneath, is to inspire and support more people to do that, to move against cancer. So, don't be disheartened that you might not see a patient at your group, but you may then hear on the grapevine somewhere that you've inspired that patient to get a gym membership or start going for daily walks or something like that. So yeah, the most important words are your way, and they will do it their way, and whether that's coming to the group or whether that's doing something their way, it's up to them. So that was just what I wanted to say.
And don't forget as well that a lot of these people say to us, you know, when I've got cancer, I'm having treatment, everything is being done to me, I'm being operated on, I'm being irradiated, I'm being given chemo, all this sort of stuff. The 5K Your Way is theirs. So it doesn't matter if it comes from another way, like, you know, a little ditty on the radio or a little bit in the local paper or Facebook, or someone just saying, oh, why don't you come and have a cup of tea with us? It doesn't matter. So I'd say just, sorry, Georgie, while you weren't here, we're just saying don't get hung up on that. It's not the be all and end all. I think someone put in the chat, or I'm worried I'm not doing it right. I'm sure you're doing it fine.
Yeah, 100%.
And also you can all learn from each other. You know, this is a perfect example. And if we set up these WhatsApp groups, all your groups are different, and you will all be able to share your experiences with how to boost numbers, or who to get involved, or how to get people involved. You know, you've all got a wealth of experience and passion, and all your groups will be different. You know, stronger in some ways, maybe struggling in other ways. And you can, you know, you will have a huge amount of experience to share with each other and learn from each other about, you know, what works and what you could do differently. And it's not about numbers. Some groups have 2 people, some groups have 32 people. We're helping everybody, so don't worry too much about your numbers. But we can learn a lot from each other, definitely.
Georgie, can I just add something as well? Sorry, I can't find my hands up on here. I don't know why it's missing for me. But anyways, just listening to everybody, I think they're all amazing ideas. And I really like what Gillian said. I think there's opportunity in the future, maybe for some of these sessions to do maybe just a best practice session on what people are doing, you know, sharing in a little bit more detail. I think one of the conversations we've been having, it's not like from a national level, and actually, Chris, we were talking to some of your colleagues from Wales today, was actually about the value of the social prescribers. And, you know, we've all got those in our areas, no matter where we are, and we can link in with them in lots of different ways. But I think this particular group are essential really for us in terms of being aware of what we're doing. And actually, maybe there may be people we don't touch, or you guys don't touch as well in your professional roles or your volunteer roles. I think that's something that we can look at as well. But I do think there's an opportunity maybe in one of these sessions as we move forward to say, how do we learn from each other? You know, what are different people doing? And as Tony said, you know, how do we get in contact with our, you know, cancer alliances, who's, you know, got connections with the cancer networks, and really come together to help you with that. But yeah, you know, the numbers, it's about who's there and who needs support on the day, but we're really committed to try and help you grow that as well, if that's what you want to do in your particular areas and regions. So just wanted to add that, Georgie, if that's okay.
Awesome. No, thanks everybody. So sorry, my internet cut out. Go on, Chris.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, had some partnerships up there, and I just wondered whether there are partnerships that we can already tap into. Are there agreements that sort of like at high level that we will work together, or does it on an office by office, location by location basis?
At the moment, it is on a kind of case by case basis. There's lots of people like in our ambassador network that we, you know, connect to and that work for those organizations, Macmillan, Maggie's, etc. Vicky, everyone else at some point, I imagine it hopefully will be a more of a kind of professional relationship. But at the moment, yeah, case kind of by case. But so many of our ambassadors are healthcare professionals, work for other cancer organizations or charities. So at the moment, it's just trying to learn who's in our network and who we can kind of tap in through that way, Chris. But yeah, not at the moment.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. I mean, just to remind you that Macmillan's is one of Parkman's charity partners. So in other words, the strength would be in terms of developing relationship with them.
Yeah, we're working on that, Chris. Yeah, that's definitely something we're having conversations with the people from Macmillan and from Parkrun and from us. So definitely, yeah, 100%. I think everyone was saying what I was trying to say when I got cut off. So thanks for adding to all of that, Sophie and Gillian and Vicky. I know that's now 7:03, so I don't want to take up more of your time. But if there was any other last thing that anyone wanted to even if it's a topic area we can then come back to another time. Another really quick thing before anyone answers that is some of these things we discussed in the last workshop, you know, that with all the group ambassadors. So if anyone hasn't seen that, it's recorded, and we talked about areas of promotion and healthcare professionals and examples of best practice, like you said, Vicky, in that one. So if there's any other examples that people want to listen to, definitely go back and watch that recording if that might be helpful. But yeah, anyone else? 704. Just a quick one. There's a video of Lucy on the Montaigne Spine Race website. 4 minutes of it just after she's finished. She looked like a really broken woman, but yeah, can't wait to go and watch it. Amazing. Greg, sorry, go on.
Yeah, the only thing I was going to say is we've pushed parkrun as much as 5K your way, because obviously not all people we're attracting have had cancer, but are, you know, affected by it, whether it be friends, family, partners, that sort of thing. So most people have heard of parkrun, and then we sort of link the 5K your way section into it, and then sort of open it up to the wider audience, really, and that's been quite successful.
No, really good point. Really good point. Yeah, and also, like, I think it was Sophie that was saying earlier, moving against cancer in any way at all. Like we you know, we have so many people that we never will connect with, that we never ever know, that have kind of benefited from us, that maybe we'll just watch a video or listen to a podcast, or maybe even just hear about 5K away and go out walking, so, or hear about parkrun, like you say. So it is definitely not at all about the numbers or anything like that. And I've just seen Lizzie shared a link, but yeah, thanks for sharing that, Greg. I think we'll leave it there. We've recorded this if anyone wants to watch it back. Lizzie's just shared a link. I bet this is the finish of Lucy. So you can all go and watch that, and we'll give her one final clap. And thank you so much all for taking the time to join. Lovely to see you all. Have a fab evening.
Hey guys.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Nice to see you all. Thank you. Thanks for joining.